make it a better place. It'll take creation.
Hi everybody, this is Tina. I just wanted to share with you guys my paper pumpkin kit for this month. I'm doing something totally different for my video today, but I wanted to show you what your paper pumpkin kit looks like when you get it. It's these cute little treat bags, and then you get this stamp set, and then the Calypso coral. So I'm not going to use these bags. I think they're so cute with the arrow, the little heart arrow. And on my website, I will link Stampin' Up's video where they show you exactly how these are made so you can see them in case you're wanting to make them exactly how they are. I'm going to use the stamp set to create a card, and then this month I'm not going to do these because it comes with 16 in your kit. Oh, it comes with 24. Okay, I'm sorry. The kit comes with 24, but that's really not enough for the class, for like my kids' class. And so I would need another kit. And you guys have seen me do that before where I pull another kit and then I make the treats. I just don't feel like doing that. I'm doing something different for them for Valentine's Day. So I'm just going to give this, I'm going to pass this kit on to Wendy. I'm sure she'll use it for her class and treats for around town. And that will be perfect. Paper pumpkin, if you're unfamiliar with what paper pumpkin is, it's this super fun kit that you get each month. It's $20. That includes shipping. You get a kit, you get a stamp set, and you get an ink. And they're super fun to put together. Every month is something different. Last month we did a scrapbooking memory keeping project. I'll stick a card right up here for you to see it. If you're interested, you can either join monthly and it's $20. The link is below for that. Or if you want to just try it out, you can get it for a month or 3 months or 6 months, or you can prepay to get it for a year. And that information is on my website. So I'm going to set up my space here with the card I'm going to make. I'll come back and we'll make a card. Okay guys, I am back. I have some cardstock and some ink and some ribbon. And then I'm going to use this stamp, which is the outline stamp from the Paper Pumpkin stamp set. I'm going to use Happy Valentine. Or Happy Valentine's Day. And then there's these little tiny hearts in here. So I thought instead of doing, here's the stamp set so you can see what I'm using here. It's a great stamp set. This has a great to and from. The sentiments are great. It has a thanks, Happy Valentine's, and then it has this big love right here. I love this stamp set. So I thought I would do something non-traditional for Valentine's Day and use these orange colors. So we have pumpkin pie for our card base. We have a piece of Peekaboo Peach. Then we're going to use pumpkin pie ink, and then we're going to use this Peekaboo Peach, and this is a what's it called, ombre stamp set, like stamp, it'll give the different colors of ink. We're going to use that. I'm going to give you some tips on using that. And then I pulled out of my retired stash this silk ribbon, and this is actually Tangelo Twist, so it's even a little bit darker than both of these together. I just needed a dark orange ribbon. I was actually looking for something with pumpkin pie, but I didn't have anything. So what I want to do is I'm going to need a piece of scratch paper, and I'm just using this. Probably not the best thing to use, but it's what's at my desk. We're going to set aside this base. The only reason I say it's probably not the best to use is because that's a piece of normal cardstock that would probably be great on another project. But it is cold, and I do not want to get out of my desk where my heater is. So I'm going to use this ombre ink pad. This is in the Occasions catalog. And then I'm using this stamp right here. Okay. So what we're going to do, and I will zoom you guys in when I'm done doing this part of the stamping, but you need to see the whole card. So to use this, if you just go down onto the color and you come up and you stamp, what's going to happen is you're going to get these lines. Let me bring you up really close. And you see how you get those lines? Those are because there's a break in the place where the ink is. So this ink pad, you see, has separate ink pads in there. So when you push down like that and then you just go directly to your project, you're going to get those weird lines. And at first I couldn't figure out what to do because I was like, the whole point is like an ombre effect, right? Okay, so here's what you do. You put your stamp into your ink, press down. So then you're gonna pick your stamp up a tiny bit and you're gonna move it into the ink. It's gonna blend it, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start down here. I did this kind of design, the start of this design, on my balloons a couple weeks ago. So this is tone on tone effect. So what that means is it's Peekaboo Peach ink on Peachaboo Peak cardstock. The difference is that there's a little bit darker ink because this is an ombre. Oops, that was a little too much. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We'll just keep going. So the thing is that you don't want to do what I just did, because I was talking and trying to stamp. So I just like moved it all over the place, and that didn't give it a good effect. What I want to do is put it in the different colors of ink and then move it up just a little bit. And it would probably be better if I was doing light to dark, since this is tone on tone. Again, I'm trying to talk while stamp. Not doing so great at it. So see, you get a blended effect when you do that. When you do that with solid images, you get that even more. So what I'm doing is I'm just filling in. I'm trying to keep the stamp super straight. And then I'm also going into the different colors a little bit. So one time I'm starting way down low here. We'll stamp it up a little bit, blend it. And then the next time I'm going to start up where it's darker a little bit and go into the darkest. We're just having fun with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. You guys know I say that all the time. I'm not making these cards or crafting for things to be perfect. It's just everything else I do strive for that perfection, and I go overboard a little bit, but with stamping, let's just have fun. Let's cut loose and have fun. Okay, so we did a whole background look right there, right? Okay, so let's zoom you guys in so you can see the rest. Now the rest is going to be super simple. If you guys can make it through that step, you are going to make it through the rest of the card, I promise. So now we're taking the small hearts from that set. We're going to grab our pumpkin pie because that is our base cardstock right here. Going to be our card base. So we're going to come in here and just right in between all of these hearts, wherever these are going to fit, we're going to turn them a little bit so they're not all facing the same direction. We're going to stamp off the cardstock a tiny bit. Over here, we're going to stamp off a little bit. I like when things are kind of running off the cardstock. I'm trying not to touch the outlines of the hearts. That's the only thing I'm trying to avoid. But pretty good. So we'll do one up here, one right there, one right here. Look at that. Okay, have fun with it. Okay, so then next we're going to take the Happy Valentine's. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, we're going to start at the bottom here. Now I'm not sure how great I'm going to line all this up since I'm not directly over my project. I'm kind of guessing here. But this will fit right in the heart. If it's off a little bit, it's just because of how I'm stamping. Trying to keep it straight. Keep you guys on camera. I'm sorry about the lighting in here. This does not look orange at all on camera. I promise you it is. It's just, we're in the middle of a storm here. Super dark. The lighting's not great. Okay, so perfect, right? So now let's close this because you guys know I don't need a hand in the ink. So now what I wanted is I wanted a darker, I was just looking for paper pumpkin. I was looking for pumpkin pie, but I came across this Tangelo twist and I thought, well, that'll work. And I guess apparently I never used this ribbon up, so we might as well use it. This is a retired color. So we're going to do the cheater method where you just lay the ribbon flat like this. It is our satin ribbon, which we have in other colors. We just don't have in this color anymore. So when I pull that, I'm just going to bring this over and I am kind of making it flat. I'm going to tie that, pull that really tight. And then I'll cut. Okay, and we'll cut that. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, you can do one of two things. You can cut this, or you can just put it around your card like this. I'm sorry, it was probably off camera a tiny bit. See that this needs to be a little bit shorter. Okay, so does this ever happen if you have bangs? I still have bangs, and you know, you cut a little bit, and then you're like, oh, I need to cut the other side a little bit, and then I need to cut this side, and then all of a sudden you don't have any bangs. This happened to me over the weekend. I trimmed up my bangs, and let's just say it didn't turn out so good. Okay, so I'm just using some foam on here. All of the supplies that I used a few other items that, of course, didn't come in our paper pumpkin box, and those will be listed on my website. And then if you're interested in joining my paper pumpkin, the link is below or over on my website. So I'm just gonna add this right here to the middle. And look at this, you guys. Bam! That's amazing, right? Son. Well, that's not coming off. So I will just slice this, and then I'll add it to another card base, because that's super wonderful when you do that. But let me show you guys this one that I did, where the ribbon, what is that? Okay. So this ribbon stretches all the way across the card instead of tucking under the first layer. And then this one tucks under that first layer, and then I'll fix this. So see, it doesn't have to be perfect. You guys can totally do this. So these are the two cards that I made with the paper pumpkin stamps. I love the way they came out, and you could do this in any color really. If you wanted to do pink, or you wanted to do red or purple, any of those colors would work for Valentine's Day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll be back tomorrow sharing with you my Project Life setup, what I'm using, and how I'm using it. So thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you later.